Hey guys.
Right. You literally pressed play and we didn't even talk about any. We're flying blind. Okay, I
Yep,
like it.
yep. This is the end of the year. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate, happy holidays. We missed last week because it's the holiday season and we were swamped.
Busy, but then
So,
also sickness went through my house because I feel like we were gonna record Tuesday and then Joey was half dead Tuesday, so that
yeah.
wasn't gonna work out.
So, yeah, we just wanted to come on and wish you guys a happy holiday season and thanks for sticking with us this year. But we wanted to kind of give I don't know. These are my thoughts. How we're gonna just like discuss this today instead of coming up with a plan. Maybe just do like a quick little year in review. See how maybe the year
Yeah,
went for both of us. Maybe some highs. If you want to do, maybe we could do highs, lows of the year. Does that work
yeah,
for
that's a good
you?
idea. Sure.
Speaking of, can you hear my cat in the litter box behind me? I
No,
swear, every
surprisingly, I
time
can't. I'm sure we'll see her butthole later, though.
I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure you can right back here, but Winnie's gonna make her appearance pretty soon. But yeah, let's just jump into it. P's down for a nap, so I've got a little bit of time. Do you want to start off since I'm just throwing this at you? Do you want to talk about some of the highs that you went through, or do you want to start with the lows?
Oh man. Um, I, we can do highs, or do we
Okay.
want to start sad and then? I don't know. Okay, highs. I wouldn't say this is like a low and a high, but I mean, I left my job of 14 years in, well, it would have been like February 1st. Well, the last day of January was my last day at the farm. Left the dairy farm full time. That was, I mean, it was a high because it was like a next, now I can hear her. It was a high because it was um, like a new adventure that I was on and like a new chapter, I guess, in life. But it was also low because it was kind of sad to leave a place that I was so familiar with. It was like a second home to me. So that was probably like the biggest high low I have, and obviously like most life changing thing that I went through this year. But another high, I got a different job. In July, started working for Prairie Farms, and I'm on the sales team, and it's been like challenging, but in a good way. I mean, I like the challenge, and it's way different than obviously farming, but I like to still be in the dairy industry and like I'm still able to promote milk and do that kind of thing and just kind of get out. And so that is another high. Let's see. Should we go back and forth? How about you tell a couple?
Sure. I would say my high low. We'll do like yeah, high low is a good way of putting it. I think this was a big mental health year for me. Um, like last year, it was more of an uphill climb, whereas this year I feel is kind of a little bit more of like a rolling hill. So I think that was kind of like my biggest thing this year was just trying to adapt and overcome instead of just continuously feeling like I'm just fighting for my life all the time. So it was more of like a learning I think it was just a big learning year for me in general about myself and how I handle certain things now, especially being a mom. I think that was kind of like my biggest win and my biggest struggle at the same time, and like figuring my body out and how certain things affect certain things and how certain things can help with certain things. I talked about that earlier, but I think that was kind of like my biggest learn of the year, I would say, is just learning how to be happy with myself no matter what stage I'm in and how to create that happiness if I'm not finding it. Um, yeah, I feel like that's the best way that I can put that,
No, that's
which is
huge.
big,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. It's it's such a I mean, it's a struggle to like deal with mental health because like it's so easy to just blame it on other things or like like
Mm-hmm.
what part of your cycle you're in, and it's like, oh, I'm just this is why. But it's like I don't want to feel like that. Like Yeah, I know that
right?
that's normal, but you don't want to feel like that.
Yeah,
Side note,
and
oh, go
yeah.
ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like, what is normal?
Yeah, yeah, because
Deep
like
thought. What
obviously,
is
what
normal?
what we think is normal probably shouldn't be. Like growing
Right.
up, with endometriosis that I have, like I thought it was normal to think I was dying every time I got my period, like and like so sick that I couldn't do anything. Side note, not normal.
Right.
But it's just I don't sometimes I wish like these kind of things we would have realized in our 20s or like even younger. And I don't know if it like is that kind of thing taboo? Was it taboo that we just I don't know.
Didn't talk
But I
about
feel
it.
like yeah, I don't know. I just remember like my gyno at the time was like, "Yeah, you should probably be done having kids by the time you're 30. Like, you'll actually be lucky if you have kids." And I was like, I was a senior in college when he told me that. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, but I mean, thank God that, we were able to. But I just feel like now, maybe at our age, so many more people are talking about these things. And like, we talk about all the time, like, we're not alone. And that's why is because people are talking about it. So that's wild.
Hmm. It is.
Side note, do you like my new cup?
I do. It's beautiful. You sent me a picture of it yesterday, and I was like, I
Mm.
don't need another cup, but if I were to get another cup, that's a very pretty pink.
I didn't need it, but ever since it's the pink Yeti, if anyone is not watching on YouTube, I had to go to Cabela's last week to get Joey's birthday present. His birthday was on Friday, and I hit the jackpot there. I got some kids' presents. I got Joey a trail camera for his birthday because, like, he's hard to shop for, but who doesn't want another trail camera? And
Right.
then as I was leaving, I walked by the Yeti display, and I'm like, and they had this really pretty, like, army green color that I've been eyeing up for a while. I was like, if I buy Joey a cup for his birthday, I could totally buy myself a cup, right?
Hmm. Fair is
Yeah,
fair.
so that's what I did.
We went to Farm Fleet yesterday. We went to the Rotary Lights on the Cross, and we
Oh,
stopped
I
at
bet
Farm
that's
Fleet
pretty.
first. And we were going through there, and I saw the Yeti display, and I was like, started heavy breathing for a minute. I'm like, no, no, I don't need this. I don't
Why
need
are we
this.
so obsessed with cups?
I
Like,
don't know. I
it could be
I've
drugs.
had yeah, it could be a lot worse. I've had this plastic blender bottle for a long time. It's a 40-ounce cup. It's huge, and I keep going back to this. It's easy to hold. It's giant. I don't need my
You can
drink
chug
super
really
cold.
well out of
The hole
blender
is
bottles.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah. I am I
that's what she
put
said.
electrolytes in this one. I've been trying to drink more electrolytes because I don't like drinking water, but it helps me stay hydrated that way. And it's too salty if you put it in any less amount of water than this. And it just
I can't. What
can
kind
get
do you
them down
drink?
fast. Uh, LMNT,
Oh, I heard those are salty. I can't drink the
they're
liquid
very
IV.
salty.
Like, I can't do it. I have some that I get from Melaleuca that it's probably not like super electrolyty, but it makes me feel better if I'm drinking it. Adds a little flavor to your water too.
Yeah, I have to get the orange flavor. I got a variety pack so I could try the different flavors. Some of them, like if I just drink the plain, it changes the consistency of it. So it's kind of like
Mm.
a little bit thicker of water, which was hard to get used to, but the orange flavor, it's tolerable. It tastes more like I don't want to say a juice, but kind of
Mm.
it's doable. I can do it
I'll
once a
take your word
day.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get it down. That's how I am
Just
with
to
like
get
my
it
reds
over
and
with.
greens. I just fill up a cup, chug it, done.
Yep, just slam it. Yeah, if you can take the the diabetes juice when you're pregnant, I feel like you should be able to chug
I
greens.
personally liked it.
I didn't mind it either.
I had the orange, and I was like, I had the orange. I think every single time. Like our hospital must just carry orange only. But everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's like the worst thing. Like it's so terrible." It it was fine. I mean, yeah, you had a little sugar high and you got a headache later on, but like the taste of it wasn't terrible.
That was how I first kind of thought I had diabetes. Well, not the first thought, but I was like, I kind of like that. Does that mean I'm diabetic if I'm like enjoying this sugar? Anyway, yeah, it's not that bad.
I think on that note, like with electrolytes, so a big high for me, and I feel like for you too, is just not only mental health but health in general. So after I left the farm, I pretty quickly realized that one, I couldn't eat whatever I wanted anymore because I'm active, but like not as active as I was farming full time. And um, I it's not like I gained a lot of weight. I gained like 5-10 pounds since I quit, but that was it sucks. I'm sure my metabolism is slowing down as I'm getting older and stuff too. But this spring I had strep throat twice, and it was like it was a common thing this spring to get it twice. Like the first round of antibiotics was just didn't kick it, and the second time I got it, I felt so gross, and then I finished on my antibiotics, and then a couple days after that, I started to feel like I was getting sick again, and at that point, I was like, something needs to change. I went and got an IV, like the IV therapy places. I got an IV. I started taking like vitamin C every day. I really kicked like supplements into gear. I don't like taking supplements all the time because I'm like, it's just another thing to remember to do.
It is.
But the value of taking them, like when they work, it's a big thing. So I still am on, I take vitamin C every day. I try to do my electrolytes every day. I take reds and greens. I just got First Form's like micro powder. I don't know. It's like their vitamins in powder form. So I just add that to my reds and greens. It makes them taste better. And I also started taking a little bit ago their Harmony pills. Hi, Grace. She wants. Stop it! Do you want to say hi? Their Harmony pills is supposed to just like help kind of balance your hormones out. It's got a ton of things that I can't pronounce in it, so it must be terrible. But I honestly have kind of noticed a little bit of a difference just in the way I felt leading up to my period this last month. Like I didn't have my day of I want to die, which that could have been a coincidence.
That's huge.
It could have been a coincidence, but
That's pretty good though. That's how you know when you're on the right track. I feel like that was kind of the big indicator that I was going in the right direction too, is like my symptoms really, really drastically changed. Like I remember last year when I kind of started like this health journey, I remember like the week leading up to I was just so miserable and just had like these super dark, depressing thoughts for no reason. And then like my period would come and I was just like, poop, I'm back. And it was just like consistently the week leading up to, and it's like, this is such a waste of time. And it just ruins everybody's day.
That it's happening, but there's nothing you can do to fix it. Like it's just
right.
Yeah, I feel that so much.
Yeah. So when I really cleaned up my diet and like I really started paying attention to these symptoms and really tracking everything, I was like, okay, this is what's going on. What can I do to change this? So by eating better, like finding what triggers certain symptoms and like keeping a food log and like really keeping an eye on it. Like yesterday when we were out and about, we went to Texas Roadhouse and then and we had like an early dinner and I was like, you know what? Like we had a good day on our way home. Let's stop at Culver's, and we got like a sundae and ate that on the way home. And I felt like garbage. Like my stomach still is not feeling well. And then I met a friend in Wisconsin Dells for lunch and some shopping this afternoon. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, my stomach just hates me. Like I feel so bloated. I had to put sweatpants on when I got home. I'm like, so that, those are, I mean, like as much as it is uncomfortable, it's also a good reminder to get back to what works for you. So it's doable. It's not the most fun and
Right.
I think so. Like we went to the outlet mall and I was just like walking around and I was like, I hate how many people are here right now. I hate how many germs I've touched right now. Like I had to like run to the bathroom and wash my hands. I'm just like, meh. I do too. I was telling somebody, I was like, yeah, I know Porter's a COVID baby because as soon as we get in the car from somewhere, he just like gets his hand out and he's like, wash, wash. So I got to spray him down with the sanitizer. And like his
That's
favorite
awesome.
activity is playing in the sink and washing things. Cause anyway, so anyway, he's gonna turn into like a hypochondriac or something. So
The worst things
I
are
got to work
just
on that. So he doesn't have to work on that. How
oh, what else happened this year?
how's Gracie doing? Is
Gracie's fantastic.
she just
Every
looking
time I
for
stop
love?
petting her, she starts whining again though. She is going to be 2. When is her birthday? I think like December 26th maybe. She's going to be 2 very soon. Very exciting things.
I saw a TikTok that said it was like, oh, get your dog a squishmallow and it's the cutest thing ever because they treat it like an egg where they just are so gentle with it. I was like, oh, that's cute.
Gracie
So
would destroy it. You did it?
I did. And I looked up what colors dogs can see really well, and blue is a color that they could see. So I went on Target and I got a Squishmallow, and I didn't know how big it was. And it came in this big box, and I was so excited. And I opened it up, and I was like, Bear, you got a Christmas present. He's afraid of it. It's a big, it's like the big ones. Yeah, it's like a puffer fish or something, but Porter likes it, so it's not a total loss.
Sophia's obsessed with Squishmallows. Obsessed. But Sophia hasn't destroyed it in yet, so she
Good.
does like them.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any goals going into 2024? How about we do that instead of Lowe's? That sounds more hopeful and
Yeah,
joyful.
I'm like, I really can't think of. I mean, obviously, like bits of deaths in the family and stuff, but it's like I can't really think of any. Um, Goals going into the next year. Every year I think I say get my shit together. So can I continue saying that?
Yes. I would say you did a pretty
Um,
good job this year, though. This year was a big year of growth for
I
you.
it was huge. Like if I were to look back at it, I think she hears a 4-wheeler outside. I think that's why she's going nuts because she's locked in my room. Um, Next year I am hoping to um kind of just like we're kind of working on just cleaning the farm up a little bit more. It's just like one of those slow work in progress kind of things. Just because um we don't own it, so it's like we're not taking loans out to like do any renovations and stuff like that. So that's just kind of something we're like slowly doing. I want to get our milk house kind of redone. We took the chicken coop out of it this last year. It was in like one section of the milk house, and Joey built a chicken coop, and so that we kind of always kind of wanted like our freezers in there and stuff. So things are like slowly coming together, but there's just a lot of other things that we have to get done. So I'm just kind of waiting for Joey to get done with his stuff so that we can work on that kind of stuff. But um, other than that, I would really like to uh, maybe just like maybe find like a small business grant or something that I could do. I would love to have like a little she shed farm store. Um, just so that I could like have a nice place for people to just come and shop. Because like obviously they know that they're coming to a farm, but like I'm always like, here, come down. Like our milk house is downstairs, so it's like come down to my dungeon and grab some beef. But it would just be nice have a nice place to like have stuff on display and like have the candles on display and stuff because those are literally in our back room on shelves. And like I don't want people to come to my house because it's I have 3 kids. I don't want people to come to my house, but that's just kind of a goal of mine. I just really haven't like taken the time to sit down and see what it would take to A, find grants to do, B, like how much money this kind of thing's going to cost because it's not really money, but it's like time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if we buy like a cheaper building, then you got to find the time to like insulate it and do all that kind of stuff. So it's just, it's a lot. It's probably not going to happen in this next year, but it's still a goal.
Fair though. I think that's doable.
hmm Yeah. Other than that, just kind of keep making candles and stuff. I really enjoy doing that. It's funny thinking about like how I started and like where I am now. I'm finding out what works and what doesn't work. And I think like when I first started and I didn't have a full-time job, making like all sorts of fun labels and stuff was doable. But now it's just every now and then it's like fun to do, but it's just not sustainable, I guess, for me. So I'm just looking forward to kind of finding new ideas and stuff like that. I just got my scents for like Valentine's Day in the mail. I haven't even smelt them yet. I just got them in a box, but I'm excited for that.
Can you give a little teaser what kind of scents you have coming?
Let's see. I got um like a rose one. It's rose and something. It's not just rose, but the reviews on it were really good. Um what else did I get? Honestly, I don't even remember. Rose was the biggest one because I was like, "Oh,
It's
that'll
a
be good for Valentine's
surprise.
Day." Yeah, it's a surprise. That's what it is. I do. I haven't smelled this one yet, so I probably shouldn't even say it in case it's terrible. But I did get one that's supposed to smell like fresh cut hay.
Oh,
Everyone,
really?
everyone's been asking for it, so I'm like, fingers crossed that it smells like that. If not, then whatever.
Interesting.
But yeah. Um, so I'm excited for that. I'm just kind of working on getting through some like old scents that I had and then the Christmas ones. I like I feel like it's been more fun to have like drops. Um Jack got a we had a family Christmas today and Jack got a like tool or a drill, like a toy drill
Yeah.
that like turns. He has not stopped using it. I don't know how the battery life is, but we're gonna find out. Um but yeah, with the candles, like it's with everything going on, it's just it I'm learning that it makes more sense to like do drops or like do little sales here and there. That way I'm not like super overwhelmed all the time. Like I don't know. So I'm excited for that. Just to do some more like holiday stuff. I kind of told you my idea for Valentine's Day, so I'm looking forward to moving forward with that and yeah, just to see where the year takes me with the candles.
For people that don't know where to get your candles yet, do you want to do a little shameless plug where people can find your candles
Oh, I
and learn more
can,
about it?
yeah. So, for those that don't know, I make beef tallow and beeswax candles, and it kind of started with I was looking for something to do with all of the beef tallow because beef tallow, aka like beef fat, and this specific beef fat that I use is the internal, like surrounding the organs. And a lot of the times, like old people, well, I shouldn't just say old people, but people use it to like feed birds. Apparently, older ladies love to make suet soup, which kind of sounds not healthy. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what's in it, but a lot of it gets thrown away. A lot of it is disposed of, which is kind of just wasteful because it's an incredible product. I think everyone has probably seen all the tallow skincare that's out nowadays. This is the fat that they're using for that, so it's a really clean fat. So I take that and I mix it with a little bit of beeswax. My products are about 75% beef tallow. And then I do beeswax, which is kind of like a harder wax and just kind of firms the tallow up a little bit. And then fragrance, and the fragrances I use are all what they consider clean. What I like to say that people can like think, it passes the California Prop 65. Like it is not cancerous in California, so that's when you know it's good. Because everything causes cancer in California. But
Right.
yeah, so it's just been really fun to make those. So yeah, if you go to the website hillbyfamilyfarm.com, and you can shop. I do both candles, and I've been doing a lot of wax melts lately because with the kids, candles kind of scare me with the flames. So we do a lot of wax melts in our house. But
Good.
yeah, thanks.
Yes. Yes. When did I get mine? Gosh, that was about a year ago. I think I got like your first candles. Yeah.
Did you get lilac?
The lilac. I did. I got lilac. They smell very good. Very nice.
I think I ordered that again too because that's my favorite. It's broken.
Oh,
The battery.
that sweet little voice.
We'll have to put a new battery in it, okay?
So not only does she make candles, she is also a drill repairman in her free time.
Probably be cheaper if they had a one that I could plug in. Not to buy batteries in bulk.
That's how they get you. Also, as a friendly reminder, if you got your kids anything with batteries for Christmas, buy packs of batteries. Put the batteries in the toys before you gift them. Otherwise, you're due for a few meltdowns on Christmas morning. So,
no doubt.
Just be prepared on all fronts.
I don't think I have anything with batteries. Although I'm also
I don't think we do either.
Shopping, so there's that.
You're brave.
All right. I gotta get Sophia soon. So, what are your goals for the year?
Yes, we'll wrap this up soon because they're kind of short. Just keeping things intentional with what I do, mostly online. Finding like the direction I want to like kind of redirect things, and not just post to post, but make like intentional posts that I feel good about making. If we're talking about like social media side of things, otherwise, I'm really excited to learn a new like creative outlet hobby this year. I feel like I need something creative to focus attention on, whether that be like getting more into photography or learning how to crochet or like the things with the needles and not knitting.
Oh my gosh,
like that beanie that I have.
Yeah, embroidery.
Yes, that's what I was like. Embroidery.
Like the sweaters that say the kid's name on them. Oh, so cute.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok and some girl was like embroidering a hat. I was like, that looks really relaxing and kind of easy. I could definitely do that. So I'm interested.
It so much cuter because that hat was adorable.
Yeah. If you missed it, I found a person on Etsy that embroiders Carhartt beanies around the logo, and I sent her a special request to make a cranberry themed one. So I sent her pictures of like cranberry blossoms and like the fruit growing on the vine and just how it looked. And she's like, yes, I got you. And she turned it around within like a week or two maybe, and it was super affordable. But it was just a super cute touch to add a little bit of pizzazz to a otherwise standard beanie. So I'm looking forward to doing something like that. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm excited to find like my little niche because my brain needs something to focus on in that sense, I think. So that's my goal. Be creative and have fun doing it.
I like that. And I like to be intentional on social media. I feel like that's kind of my goal too. Like I don't post quite as much as I used to. And I don't know. Social media, a lot of things are just icky to me nowadays. So I'm just learning what makes me happy and like what's healthy for me on social media.
And off social media too. I think that's also important. Like
definitely, yeah.
Playing with a drill.
Yeah, just like doing things and not constantly needing to film it, or you know what I mean? Like, I
To
was
feel
actually
like you need to
looking.
be validated.
Yeah, I was. So every year for Christmas, we make calendars for family members and stuff, and it always has like pictures of the kids. And like honestly, this past year, I kind of almost feel bad, but I did not take like a lot of pictures of the kids. I mean, I did, but like on the farm and stuff, we were so in the moment, and which is great. But it also kind of made me sad because I was like, I really don't have that many pictures to choose from of the kids. Bye. He's locking himself in the dog kennel. No big deal.
Well, on that note, okay, we'll wrap things up here. But oh no, okay,
What?
you froze for a second. I was gonna say on that note, we'll wrap things up. So thank you guys so much for following along with us this year. If you're new, thank you for joining us. If you're a longtime follower, thanks for hanging with us. Hope you guys have a very happy holiday season and a great start to 2024. We'll be back sometime January, February, whenever we figure things out again, with the new season, new guests, new episodes, new everything. So we'll look forward to catching up then. But if you want to catch up on old episodes, you can find us on your favorite podcast streaming platform, or sometimes on YouTube. We put videos up on there when it works. Or you can check over on our social media pages and say hi to us there too. Becca's over at Becca Hilby, or you can find her on YouTube with her family farm, Hilby Family Farm. I'm over at Cranberry Chats, and the podcast is over at Forward Farming Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. So thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate you all so much, and happy 2024.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next year.
Yay!